this video, we're going to learn how to integrate a piecewise function. So our original problem is integrating from 1 to 3 of f of x dx. F of x has been defined as a piecewise function broken up at x is 2. So we're going to have to break this integral up into two pieces. We're going to have one piece that starts at 1 and stops at 2 because, again, our breaking point is at 2. From 1 to 2, we're looking at that part which is less than 2, which would be our bottom function. I'm going to go ahead and distribute that negative and call it negative x plus 2 dx. Our second function is then from 2 to 3 of the function that is greater than 2, which is x minus 2 dx. Now all we do is integrate separately. So our first one, we get negative x squared over 2 plus 2x from 1 to 2. If we plug in the 2 both places, we would get a negative 4 over 2 plus a 4 minus a negative 1 over 2 plus a 2. So this gives us 2 on this side minus, and then we have a 3/2 on that side. So that would give us a 1/2 for our first integral. Our second integral, we can go x squared over 2 minus 2x from 2 to 3. So if we plug in our 3, we're going to get 9/2 minus 6 minus 4/2 minus 4. Well, common denominator here would be 9/2 minus 12/2 would be a negative 3/2. Over here, we've got minus a negative 2. Double negative makes a positive, so we would get a 1/2 on that side. Now notice our two answers, we're going to now combine them, so we get 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. Let's do one more example. So now we're integrating from 4 to 6. Our f of x is defined over here as the piecewise function with a breaking point of 5. So again, from 4 to 6, we're going to break that up. First integral is from 4 to 5. We're looking for the function that is less than 5. I'm going to go ahead and distribute my negative. So I'm going to get a negative x plus 5 dx plus my second integral, which is from 5 to 6, of my function that's greater than 5. So that would be x minus 5 dx. Now I'm going to integrate separately. So my first integral becomes negative x squared over 2 plus 5x from 4 to 5. I'm going to plug in my 5. So that gives me a negative 25 over 2 plus a 25 minus, plug in, and I get a negative 16 over 2 plus a 20. Make a common denominator here. I've got negative 25/2. Now, if I go ahead and distribute my negative here, so if I distribute my negative here, I could go ahead and combine the 25 and the negative 20, make that just a 5, and now I've got the 16/2 I can bring down. So that's going to give me a negative 9/2 plus a 10/2, which gives us 1/2 on that side. Now, if I integrate my second function, I get x squared over 2 minus 5x from 5 to 6. If I plug in my 6, I would get 36/2 minus 30 minus, if I plug in my 5, I would get 25/2 minus 25. I'm going to go ahead and distribute my negative. If I combine my negative 30 and my positive 25, I would get a negative 5. Now if I combine my 36/2 and my negative 25/2, looks like I would get a positive 11 halves. So now I've got a negative 10 halves plus 11 halves is a 1 half. Again, if I combine these, 1 half plus 1 half is 1 is my final answer. It won't always come out as 1, but in these two examples, it did.